Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG World 2017. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like, it really helps out the channel. And if you're watching this live with me on Twitch, thank you for staying around. We are back and it is time now for Golisopod Garb. Now, this is the deck that got second place in Memphis, piloted by Azul, who just under a month ago, before Memphis, he took down the expanded San Jose regional. So pretty impressive feat to go first and second at back-to-back regionals. I actually did that once in 2007. I got first place at so-called regionals, and then I got second place at Houston regionals. So yeah, it's definitely not something that happens very commonly. However, today we're going to feature his deck. He was using Golisopod Garb, as you can see on your screen. Golisopod 210 HP, first impression 30 damage plus 90 more if Golisopod was on your bench during your turn. Armor Press, which is actually a very good and underrated attack, deals a very solid 100 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, any attacks they deal to Golisopod deal 20 less. Finally, Crossing Cut GX deals 150 damage, moves Golisopod to the bench, and with a Choice Band you're able to finish off things like Tapu Lele to close out matches. Then we have a 3-2 line of Garbo, Toxin, Garb, no Trash Lunch this time around. Azul decided to focus on consistency and most importantly basic energy with Golisopod, so no Trash Lunch and no Rainbow Energy. But he did run Garbo, Toxin, Garbodor in order to shut off his opponent's abilities and gain an advantage that way. And with the metagame being essentially Gardevoir, Volcanion, Zoroark decks, auxiliary based decks, Garbo Toxin definitely made a very strong impact in Azul's deck. And then we have the one Mewtwo to try and combat Buzzle a bit better, the one Tapu Koko for the free retreat and potential spreading damage potential, and finally the 3 Tapu Lele-GX for draw support and setup. For supporters we have 4 Sycamore 4 and 4 Guzma, which is very standard in today's metagame and format, and then we have 2 Acerola and 1 Brigette in order to round out the supporters. For item cards we have 4 Ultra Ball, 2 Heavy Ball, 4 Enhanced Hammers, which is actually probably a first in today's deck building metagame and whatnot. 4 Enhanced Hammer is definitely very effective against things like Zoroark, Lycanroc, which run mostly special energy and have no energy acceleration whatsoever. And then he ran 4 Float Stone in order to get Garbotox inactive and to combo with Golisopod, and 3 Choice Band in order to deal extra damage with his Pokemon. And finally, a single copy of Rescue Stretcher for utility. Rounding out the deck are 6 basic Grass Energy and 4 DCs. And so let's jump into the ladder and see if this deck can keep performing for us. So yeah guys, if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to type them up in the chat. And I guess before the game starts I can give one more code. Here you are, Burning Shadows code. Good luck to anyone who claims it, and we are back with the action. Oh, cool, Jake. You got a full art Plumeria. That's really cool. I'm glad you got that. That's really cool. Congrats on the full art Plumeria. And you're welcome. Thank you so much for being here and for subscribing. Oh, one of the ones from before. Cool. Okay, so our hand is actually atrociously bad. If we end up using Sycamore to discard 3 Sycamore in the early game, we are definitely not gonna have a good time in this match. Like, essentially we will go into top deck mode. And I top deck another Guzma to top that off. Okay, I mean, but there's no way I don't Sycamore here. There's just absolutely no way. And wow. Our hand keeps being pretty bad. I'm gonna keep the Float Stone. I mean, at least I have the Brigette, right? And I have the Float Stone to retreat and get a knockout. I have the double Golisopod, but it's still not a great hand by any means. We see a Grass Energy on Mew, so this is definitely a Bika deck. Losing that Trash Challenge Garbodor is going to hurt big time. Unless we are able to top deck an Ultra Ball. Oh wow, but my opponent actually chooses to go with N instead of Brigette. Okay, so what? Why would you purposely choose not to set up your Grubbins? I mean, I guess, well, evidently he didn't have any other draw supporter, right? That would be the only reason. There's a Grubbin. However, we are able to essentially Guzma and knock out that Grubbin, which is really good. And my opponent has only made space for one. He hasn't made space for more than one Grubbin. And yeah, I mean, this is 100% correct. This list doesn't have Trash Challenge Garbodor. I know for a fact Azul did not play Trash Challenge Garbodor. And wow, I even get the Float Stone. Cool. Okay, but this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Ultra Ball away both Grass? I think so. I think Ultra Balling away both Grass is correct here. And then I'm gonna grab Lele. And I'm gonna use one of my only two Guzmas here. The opponent has 3 cards in hand. The other thing I could have done was just get a knockout on the Mew and use Sycamore to try and get Trash Challenge. So that could have been another good option, but shutting off abilities doesn't matter if my opponent doesn't have Pika-Bolt in play. He didn't play any because he didn't want to rely on Rainbow Energies. Because Enhanced Hammer is being used quite a lot right now. He didn't want to be susceptible to the Enhanced Hammers. That's why he didn't use Trash Challenge. Because if you commit to Trash Challenge, you need a bigger Garbodor line. You probably can't fit all 4 Enhanced Hammers. And you also have to, you have to spread yourself a little bit thin. Because you need the bigger Garbodor line, and you need to run 4 Rainbow Energy as well. So all of those reasons culminate in choosing not to run the Trash Challenge Garb. Okay, my opponent chooses to Guzma up the Wimpod. Understandable. And he's gonna retreat. He managed to bench another Grubbin. And now I don't have my last Guzma in my hand. I do have an Acerola, however. I do have an Acerola. So what's more important here? Taking a knockout or trying to set up Trash Challenge? I feel like trying to set up Trash Challenge is a lot better here. And we will be able to set up Trash Challenge. Awesome. At the cost, okay, at the cost of pretty much shutting down everything for both of us. I mean, I could grab Guzma. Or should I just grab N? Could also grab Acerola here. Okay, the other Garbodor is in there. So what do I grab? N or Guzma? I feel like Guzma is better here. And then I will Ultra Ball away these and this. And I will grab Garbo, Toxin Garb. So we're essentially gonna be playing not blind, but like in top deck mode. But we're hoping and my opponent doesn't have Field Blower, and this slows him down as well by a lot. And he chooses to win, so that's cool. And Halsal, happy holidays to you too. Thank you so much for the cheers. Thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. Wow, my opponent chooses to use Encounter, so he's gonna search for either Vikavolt or Charge-a-Bug. But we were able to draw our last Guzma, which is pretty good. Thank you so much, Halsal. Thank you so much for the cheers. I really, really appreciate it. Okay. So I don't want my Golisopod to have 30 previous damage on them. I'm gonna go after the Robin here. And Robin, hello, thank you so much for the congratulations. That's very kind of you. I'm going to retreat into Golisopod, taking a knockout on Robin, and essentially, like, basically I'm doing this because with this, I have nothing to fear from the Tapu Lele. Like, sure, he gets one knockout, but then that's it. That's literally it from my opponent. Thank you so much, Robin. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. There's another end. So I wanted to attach the Choice Band. I also didn't want to. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Joshi's deck was definitely very annoying to play against. Incredibly annoying to play against. Okay, so my opponent attached an energy and passed. There's his last Robin. And I have now used up all 4 Guzma. Now I have used up all 4 Guzmas here, so this is what I'm gonna do, I guess. Should I end though? Probably not. I'm just gonna first impression here. Get another knockout. I have no more ways to pressure the Robin. But if I armor press against anything else, Tapu Lele, even with a Choice Band, won't be able to knock out my Golisopod, which is pretty good. Which is pretty good. Thank you so much for the cheers, Halsal. Thank you so much. There's a Field Blower by my opponent. Ugh. There's a Lele as well. Is he going to Lele for Skyla? And my opponent very smartly, oh, he's gonna grab wait, what? Why would you grab Professor Kukui? That's not a knockout. That is not a knockout. Okay, he actually decides to simply attack with Mew, which feels like a waste. I managed to top deck a Float Stone, which is very nice. And now now feels like a good time to end, I guess. Just trying to search for more things. I get the Choice Band to potentially use my GX attack. Although if I don't use it here, okay, if I use it here, he can't knock me out with Tapu. No, he can knock me out with a Choice Band and Tapu Wilderness. But yeah, he would be 100% forced to discard all the energy, which I'm okay with, I guess. I'm just gonna armor press here. And if he chooses not to discard all his energy, I have the Choice Band to knock him out immediately with my GX attack, so pretty good. Yeah, he should have saved Kukui for when I armor press. That's definitely correct. Definitely correct. Jake, there's a Choice Band. Jake, those emotes are part of something about Pokemon or something. Okay, so ooh, Tapu Wilderness did knock me out. Oops. Tapu Wilderness did actually knock me out. Okay, so I get a DC. My opponent very smartly did not remove my Float Stone, which is a problem. But now that he used Tapu Wilderness GX, I can dedicate this Lele. I can bench this other Trubbish, I guess, just to make my deck thinner. I can Choice Band the Lele, and I can also end. Just trying to use up as many cards as I can. The Enhanced Hammers are useless, of course, but Acerola could be good here. And no more Tapu Lele-GX GX is good news for us. Very good news for us. If he takes a knockout, he loses to my Golisopod. If he doesn't take a knockout, then Lele survives to take a hit as well. Okay. There's a retreat, but retreating Bulu with 3 energy, that's just brutal. I have no way to chase the Bulu, but that's okay. That is a-okay. I feel like I'm gonna use Acerola here. And then I could use my own Lele. I could use Golisopod to armor press as well. I think, I mean, he has 3 cards in hand. He obviously doesn't have Field Blower. How could I get punished if I promote Golisopod? I don't think I can. Yeah, no Guzma left. Should I attach the Choice Band? Probably not. No need to use Crossing Cut GX here. Just armor press is fine. Even if he gets a crazy Pixel Hungry, thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing 5 months in a row. Wow, that's a long time. You were my first subscriber, I believe, which is pretty cool. And now it's been 5 months in a row. Thank you so much. And there's a victory. Awesome. There is a victory. Just in time to go with Pixel Hungry subscription. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, Pixel Hungry, and thank you for the congrats. Definitely one of my most memorable achievements, probably. Being undefeated for so long, being first seed going into day 2 and top 8, being 10 damage short of making the final as well. So many players. Definitely very happy with MEMPHIS. It's gonna be a very memorable event. Why is that word so difficult to say? Memorable. There we go. Memorable. There we go. It's simple. Okay, so we might be up against a mirror match. So starting Mewtwo doesn't make too much sense. I'm just gonna start Trubbish, because I immediately have the Float Stone to retreat into Koko, which is pretty good. What do you think the strongest deck is at the moment? Probably Zoroark Lycanroc. Definitely, I think it's Zoroark Lycanroc is probably the strongest deck right now. I would say tier 1 decks are probably the 3 decks that got 1, 2, 3 at MEMPHIS. Those are probably the 3 best decks right now. And there we go. I don't want to mention anything else. It is a mirror match, as we confirmed from the mulligan and my opponent's active Pokemon. So, Garbotoxin Garb might actually, like, setting that up might actually not be the best idea. But we do have a pretty solid hand, honestly. I'm gonna go for the Koko, so I have a free retreat here, which is pretty nice. I can't be punished by attaching the grass to the Wimpod, which is very nice as well. And we're just gonna click done for now. And I even have, I have knockout on any Wimpod that my opponent might end up playing down, so that's pretty cool. Blame the accent. Yeah, the accent could be the reason why. Apparently the word memorable is very difficult to say. Okay, let's see what my opponent can accomplish here. And in the meantime, whilst he's thinking, I will give you guys another code. Good luck to whoever claims this Burning Shadows code. The best of luck. Okay, now we're back. There's a Brigette, so pretty much identical turns. Jake, thanks so much for hanging out. Good luck with everything and happy holidays. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. And okay, so my opponent has an extra Wimpod down. That's my opponent's advantage right here. And he chooses to go into Lele and attach energy to the Lele. So does he have an Acerola here? I wouldn't mind him having an Acerola actually. Okay, first things first, we search for Golisopod. But let me just think, what's the best course of action here? What is the best course of action here? J-Bad, yeah, my girlfriend is cooking cooking brownies. That's what you hear in the background. She's making brownies, which she's been telling me she would make for 9 months now. So hopefully today is the day that I get lucky to try them. Okay, have another Float Stone, probably not important. Thing is, do I Lele for Guzma? That's the question. I don't think I should Lele for Guzma here. I generally don't think I should. I have knockout on his Lele with my Golisopod, which is very nice. I mean, that's what you want to do in the end game, I guess. So do I just go ahead and pull it off right now? I guess so. We're just going all in, and we can just promote Trash Challenge Garbo Toxin Garb and let that go down. I wouldn't mind that happening. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use Crossing Cut GX. We're gonna get ahead in the price count, and hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us later on. Of our price cards, we find a Trubbish and a Garbodor, not bad, and there's an Enhanced Hammer. That's fine. We got the use out of the TC, which is really great. Everyone wants brownies apparently. My girlfriend says you guys can come over for brownies. How much is worth Lele Rainbow in Guardians Rising? I don't know how many packs it's worth, but yeah, around $60 apparently. Then there's double Golisopod for my opponent, triple Golisopod actually for my opponent. GD, hello, thanks so much for being here, and you are a little bit late, but all good. All good. We've been here for a little over an hour. What's my plans for Dallas? What do you mean my plans? As in what deck I'm going to use? I still don't know. I need to get back on that expanded testing ground, and after I play with a few of the Memphis decks, probably the new year, like the new year when the week starts, I will be heavily focusing on expanded for sure. And okay, so we have another interesting turn here. We have a chance to preemptively go after the Koko, and therefore perhaps deny my opponent from getting consecutive attacks as easily. I'm gonna bench the Trubbish just in case I get End once again. My hand is obviously not great, but I get a price card here. I can also armor press, and basically I might be able to prevent my opponent from, I mean, if he armor presses, that's fine, but by promoting this Golisopod, he essentially is telling me I have Guzma, but that means my Golisopod is safe, and I have Koko and the Float Stone Lele. So I have this advantage, kind of. Getting to hang with Tablemon and brownies. Sounds like a cool plan, huh?
I'm making extras.
She says she's making extras, but we all know they're for me, so. No, I'm not going to make tamales for Christmas. That's definitely not our tradition, I guess. I don't think I've ever eaten tamales in in Christmas. Yeah, we eat tamales on Candelaria, which is in February. February 1st? Yeah, on February 1st. And okay. So my opponent had the Choice Band here. We draw another Garb. I'm gonna go ahead and Armor Press here. But yeah, things are not looking great for us. I could deny abilities in case my opponent is holding a Tapu Lele and trying to find an Acerola that way. I feel like that's a good strategy here. That could actually allow us to secure a knockout on this Golisopod if my opponent doesn't have a TCG as well. And yes, Rependage, I'm definitely attending Dallas. I am definitely attending Dallas. I haven't played any expanded pretty much, so I need to get on that, and I'll probably do that. Not this coming week. This coming week I want to keep using standard decks and Memphis decks, but the week afterwards I will probably get back into full expanded mode for every stream. A baking stream. Yeah, we don't have this setup for that, but it would be pretty funny. Yep, there's the TCG. So my opponent will use Crossing Cut GX. He will get a knockout here. So now we are at the mercy of the top deck. And this might be where my opponent manages to make a comeback. He's tied up the prize cards. He has triple Golisopod to my 0 Golisopods, so that's never a good thing. And I get a Guzma. So I guess I get Guzma up that guy, and then I'll promote this Garb. And then I pass. 0 cards in hand. I did turn off the attack animations. I should turn them on again. There we go. When are you doing your next stream in Spanish? The next stream in Spanish will hopefully be... I'm actually not sure. My next stream in Spanish, I hope I can do it right after the holidays. So the 25th is on Monday, so probably the 26th, Tuesday 26th. That would be my next. Okay, I need my opponent to knock out the Garb. Really need my opponent to knock out this Garb, and then I can Rescue Stretcher back a Lele and Sycamore. Yeah, setting up the Garb was apparently not the best idea. Hi Pablo, hope all is well. Nice to see you again on stream. Thank you so much, Riddleski. Just so you know, looking forward to tuition next year. Cool. Got 1 Lele, 3 to go. That's awesome. And yeah, let me know about that tuition. I mean, it's dependent on if I have space, because I am getting a lot of people who are very interested, but we can definitely try, perhaps. Okay, so my opponent using Ultra Ball, grabbing Garb, so maybe he's just gonna go for a Sycamore here. I really like, he can't win here because he hasn't he can't use Lele for Guzma. He's just gonna Sycamore to thin out his hand, or his deck rather. Yep. Okay, so it's gonna be a close finish to the series, but a single Guzma probably wins my opponent the match. A single Guzma wins my opponent the match. And see you later, Greismer. Thank you so much for hanging out and for being here. Thank you so much.
They're leaving before the brownies?
My girlfriend is asking, why are you leaving before the brownies are ready? Okay, so my opponent's definitely going to Armor Press here. That won't stop me from getting a knockout if I manage to find a Golisopod and a Grass, which of a Sycamore I hope I can find it. But even then, my opponent will only be 1 Guzma away from just knocking out Koko for the game. So my initial aggressiveness not paying off, because an N allowed my opponent to just come back into the game. Jay Graining, hello. Thanks so much for being here. How are you doing? DC is fine with Lele too. Yep, that's true. I can just get at DC to get knockout 100 minus 20, that's 80. That's more enough for knockout. I top deck a heavy ball, which is pretty cool. But this Tapu Koko might actually be the Pokemon that costs us the match, because now my opponent has access to Tapu Lele, and he's only used up a single Guzma so far. So we're gonna Rescue Stretcher, we're gonna put back the Lele, and I could end. I definitely could end. Okay, so my opponent has... I have 6 energy left. Any energy helps me win the match, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My opponent has 7 cards in hand. Even though Sycamore allows me to get the knockouts, I feel like if I don't play N here, my opponent probably just Guzmas and wins. So I'm gonna go for the N here, and any energy gets me a good... any energy could have won me the match. I'm gonna Enhance Hammer, and this is actually not terrible. If my opponent has Guzma, he can't win. If he doesn't have Guzma, and he hits my Koko, I can actually Acerola it back up. By playing the Enhanced Hammer, my opponent can no longer be knocked out by Tapu Lele, so that might have been a small mistake. But I didn't want, like, no, it wasn't a mistake, because then he could have just retreated. And he rips... he rips the end to 1 Sycamore. He rips the end to 1 Sycamore. Why? Why does that happen? No DC, hopefully, so that he can retreat and win. And he had already played 2 Sycamore, so he only had 2 left. And he got the DC. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. That's okay. That's the first defeat on stream, so we take those. That's okay. That is okay. Let's just try one more match with Golisopod Garb, and then we can move on to Buzzle Lycanroc, which is the deck that I used to get 3rd place at Memphis. In the meantime, let's give out another code, another Burning Shadows pack, so good luck to whoever opens it, and back to the game. Okay. Hello, thank you for being here. Draw well, play well. I mean, he had over 20 cards, he had 2 Sycamore, so he had less than a 10% chance. Even if I didn't get it that time around, I feel like I made the right play. So the result ultimately doesn't matter, because I made the right play. If I had to do the play 100 times over, I would do the exact same thing. I think it would be correct to do it that way, and just because he got the outs this time doesn't mean he will get it every time, so it's fine. It's fine, guys. Hello, Poke Collectors, thank you so much for being here. I've never seen that happen to anyone more than Pablo. Well, I do make more videos than most people, so it's understandable, I guess. But yeah, it does get a bit annoying. Definitely gets a bit annoying. There hasn't been a single time when I end my opponent to 1 or maybe 2 and they didn't have Lele or Sycamore for the win in his hand for sure. I mean, he had other outs, I guess. He had 2 Sycamore, he still had 1 Lele, so all of those cards, I mean, it was 3, I guess. 3 out of 24-ish cards, maybe? So, 12.5%, I guess. I mean, the way you want to try to look at it is the result doesn't technically matter. What matters is that you get that you get the decision right. If your opponent draws well or not, you can't help that. But what you can do is make the right decisions, and if you keep making the right decisions, eventually luck evens out, right? So it's all good. Yeah, he had Acerola as an out too. Yeah, so he had more than the Sycamore out, I guess. Oh, oopsie. This is what oops. Acerola is priced. So grabbing Lele did not make sense there. I should have just grabbed another Wimpod or Koko and Sycamore that way. Okay, that's very silly of me. Well, actually no, because I can just knock out the Zorua. Never mind. I made the right call, I guess. I'll grab the N and I will play it. But I can knock out his Zorua on turn 1, which is pretty good. Yeah, sorry guys, I just, like, I'm not used to playing one Brigette in decks, so I just assumed it was there without checking, which is not the best idea, of course. Do I want to bench another Trubbish? Maybe. I will Heavy Ball for another Wimpod. And then... J-Bad Pokemon, thank you so much. Yeah, I haven't checked Twitter today. I will check it out. Yeah, I see that I have notifications. I haven't been able to check Twitter, but I read every message I get. Do I bench the other Trubbish? Probably not yet. I'll just take the knockout here. My opponent attaching to the active, I mean, it's okay, but it's super risky. Super risky, especially when you see Wimpod and Trubbish and the free retreat Wimpod. I don't know. There's Zoroark. There's Enhanced Hammer. That's okay. We have Float Stones. And there's a Sycamore. My opponent discards one Field Blower though, so that's good news. That is definitely good news. Patrick, thank you so much for subscribing. That's very kind of you. 2 months in a row. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for your support. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Makes me very happy when people subscribe. It's very cool. Very cool. Okay, so 150 damage. No Tapu Koko in sight, which is good. There's my Tapu Koko, I guess. The thing is, what's my best course of action here? Do I just want to deny abilities? Jay Graining, thank you so much for the cheer. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much for the 1 cheer. Thank you so much. Every little bit helps. I have no idea what to do here. I kind of just want to Sycamore, I guess. I think I'm going to Sycamore here. And if I had the DCE still, might have gone when a Acerola loop to the other Lele, but for now, I'm gonna touch the Float Stone here. I will evolve, and I will Sycamore. Just your average man. Thank you so much for for watching. I mean, the fact that you guys watch what I do and enjoy what I do, that allows me to keep doing it. So it's a win-win for everybody. You guys enjoy it, and then you guys watching allows me to keep doing it for you guys to enjoy. So it's good for everyone. Yeah, tell hello back to Parker. And okay, so no energy to do anything this turn, so I guess Koko is gonna have to be the sacrificial lamb here. And that's okay, Seaple90, that's perfectly fine. You played really well, and you got your outs, so no problem. No problem at all. Oh gosh, does my opponent really have double puzzle? If he does, he's definitely getting back the Field Blower, and I would assume the TCE. I hate how you can never tell. And yeah, there's a field blower and TCE back. So we have the immediate. I mean, this is actually not terrible because we get to Ultra Ball for our last Tapu Lele, which I hope is in the deck. I thought I would have been able to make the comeback there as well. Yeah, so my opponent will be able to knock out Koko here. He gets trades, but what I can do is I can grab Lele, grab N, and then shut off abilities and hopefully start with the pressure. And I still have 3 more Enhanced Hammers left, so that's good for us. And my opponent discards a basic energy, which is a terrible idea, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's 6 out of 24, so 25%-ish. I guess Lele wasn't out as well, right? If you still had 1 left or so. Lele was still a good out for you. There's the Enhanced Hammer, so we're just gonna go all out. I really hope the Lele is there. And it is. I was gonna look like a fool if it wasn't. Okay, so Lele for... probably not N. I'll just... Well, he did play Mallow. But I do need an energy. How many energy do I have in my deck? 5 and 3. I'll just N. Because he did Mallow. And I'm actually not sure what he Mallowed for. It wasn't a puzzle and it wasn't a TCE. So there's a hammer, there's a float stone, and there's the N. There we go. Plenty of energy to go around for everyone. Plenty of energy. And no abilities for my opponent anytime soon. And an Enhanced Hammer in case he is able to find or he tries to power up something after this. And JBud Pokemon, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $5 tip. Thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll have a cold one for you for sure. Okay, so Acerola. My opponent got the field blower immediately off of the N, which is pretty good for him. So yeah, this is where things are going to become a bit difficult. Yeah, Lele and Float Stones were also outs. Do you think investing in a playset of Zoroark GX is good? Yeah, Zoroark GX will always be good in Expanded, I assume, and it's really good in Standard, and it's gonna be in Standard legal for at least 2 years. So investing in a Zoroark GX set, the playset is probably a very good idea. And I know for a fact, like, it's selling for $15 or so, so it's not that expensive. It's not Lele expensive, right? Glacian GX might make things a little bit trickier, but yeah, I think it's a good investment to make for sure. Okay, so my opponent's just gonna first impression for 60 damage, which I'm actually okay with. I guess I could use my GX attack here, but my opponent already has... He does have abilities. All he needs is a DCE here. So yeah, things are not looking good. Things are not looking good. I feel like I should crossing cut GX. I feel like I should crossing cut GX here. You know my opponent runs a heavy count of Acerola. I need to protect my only attacker. And yes, I will be streaming Expanded, so I'm gonna close out the year by showcasing the different MEMPHIS decks. But I will go into full Expanded mode for pretty much the whole of January, I would assume. So right after, like when we begin the new year, so the 1st of January is on a Monday, so probably that Monday or the Tuesday afterwards, it's full on Expanded mode. Full on Expanded mode for sure. Yeah, this deck looks more like Lele Golisopod for sure. Is a real life game way more expensive than online? Yeah, the real life game is definitely a lot more expensive than the online game. Okay. So, no Guzma, no supporter, no anything. I think I just pass here. I mean, I could attach energy, retreat, but I expose my Golisopod, I lose the energy. It's like, I don't really accomplish anything by doing that. But yeah, the free trades for my opponent is just brutal for us. It's absolutely brutal. I do think Glacian GX is going to see play for sure. I do think Glacian GX is going to see play because the Energy Evolution EV allows you to completely shut off your opponent's Tapu Lele on the first turn of the game. So that's pretty huge. And yep, my opponent just finding all the outs he needs, which makes sense. He does have trade and I don't. He does have trade and I don't. So I'm in even more trouble now. And I don't even have Lele anymore. I don't even have Lele anymore. Where if this space opens, I could Ultra Ball or something, but it's just not really happening for us. I don't see how I win here. I mean, maybe by deck out. Maybe. That's a very, very big maybe. Only one. Oh no. Oh yeah, 2 DCs used so far. Wait, what? How many DCs has my opponent gone through? 1, 2. Okay, 2. So 2 DCs left. I think I just pass here. Nobody plays competitive in Costa Rica. Yeah, I know they have a big video game scene, but I don't know about their trading card game scene for sure. My opponent just discarded an N. If he knocked out my... I wouldn't mind him knocking out my Tapu Lele actually. There's a Choice Band. Does he have Professor Kukui? No, he's just gonna Mind Jack and beat 10 shorts. Okay, so I'm gonna remove that. And uh-oh. And then I think I retreat. No, I don't mind a Lele getting knocked out, I think. Well, actually I do. Because then Guzma wins him the match. Guzma onto Garb wins him the match, right? Yeah, Guzma wins him the match. So how do I prevent the Guzma? I can't. He still has he still has 1 Guzma and double puzzle. How can I prevent that? I can't, right? Oh, okay. So this is his last DC. I think what I need to do is... Oh no, never mind. I have 2 targets for him. I have 2 targets. I need to hope his puzzle is prized. If his puzzle is prized, I can Guzma up the Golisopod, promote my Garb, and that way he won't be able to get a knockout. Because he can't Guzma and retreat. But yeah, I 100% hope that he has his last puzzle prized. Nope, there it is. Yep. Is Sakura Scoop looking for players to add to their team? Not as far as I can tell. I actually don't know exactly, but I guess Austin would be the person to ask, or you can message them on their Facebook page, which is Soccer Scoop. And yeah, there you go. So yeah, my opponent getting that field blower was pretty crucial. Like the back-to-back field blowers when we had the ability denial, and we just completely dead drew. So it happens. This will be all for the Golisopod Garbodor deck, guys. I will be moving now onto Puzzle Lycanroc. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, really helps out the channel. And if you are watching live with me on Twitch, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna get a little bit more water and I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere.